Yep, I'm saying no interpreter matters, okay.
No, we have an interpreter matter. I think that's fine.
Let me restart it.
25 and 26.
Oh, it's not on the end, it's in the middle. And now I see it, okay. All right. Good evening, everybody, or afternoon. It's the 5 o'clock calendar on January 26th, 2025. The court orders for taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar of the month will apply to all matters on this calendar. When I call your name, you'll stand behind the podium and give me your name and your date of birth. When I see you, I'm not going to give you all your release conditions. They will be on your paperwork, and so it's your responsibility to read it. At a minimum, you will all have the condition of no drugs without a valid prescription and don't drive without a valid driver's license. Okay? If I do set a secured appearance bond for you, you can go to a bonding company. It's my understanding they do collect calls. On some of the walls there are names and numbers of bonding companies. If you don't find it, you can ask one of the officers for that information. All right? Jamisha Reams.
Good evening.
Your name and date of birth.
Jamisha Monet Reams, May 27, 1989.
All right, you've got 2 matters before me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, one is a probation violation, and I'm appointing a lawyer for you on both, by the way. And initially, you'll be in 2 different courthouses. Let's deal with the probation matter. CR 2024-123429. You're in probation for possession of drug paraphernalia. You're alleged to have violated term number 1.
When?
And you'll be at 201 West Jefferson for probation revocation arraignment hearing on February 3rd at 8:30. You're not to possess any weapons, no alcohol, no drugs without a valid prescription, and if you should be able to get out, contact your probation officer within 72 hours of release. Now, you got a new case. Discharging a firearm at a non-resident or residence, possession of a weapon by a prohibited person, class 4 and a class 3. Appointing a lawyer for you on that.
Yes.
This one will be at 175 West Madison in Phoenix for a status conference on January 31st at 8:30. At this point, a witness preliminary hearing is scheduled for February 4th at 8:30. As I said, I appointed a lawyer for you.
Thank you.
You must contact your probation officer within 72 hours. You can't possess any weapons, no alcohol, no drugs with a valid prescription. And bonded for this one is set in a secured appearance bond in the amount of $25,000.
Oh, man. Can I say something?
Pardon?
May I speak on that?
Well, I'm not going to change it, put it that way. What you can do is speak to your lawyer. Your lawyer can make an application in your assigned court to see if that can be reduced. Okay, I would say the prosecutors were asking for much higher bond.
This was not my gun. This was...
Okay. Well, I can tell people, everybody here, everything's being recorded. I generally advise people not to talk about the facts of the case because your attorneys won't be happy if you do because it could be used against you. And in terms of what you just said, I'm aware of that fact. Okay, it's in the information I have from the police.
So I have a bond I could...
Yep, on both of them. All right.
I can pay for another.
Okay, step to your left, please. Ryan Love. Your name and date of birth, please.
Ryan Love, 4/18/94.
All right, sir, you're charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon or dangerous instrument, and it's class 3 felony and criminal damage, class 1 misdemeanor. Appointing a lawyer for you. You'll be at 175 West Madison Street for a status conference on January 31st, and a witness preliminary hearing at this point is scheduled for February 4th. Both are at 8:30 in the morning. You're not to return to the scene of the alleged crime. You can return one time with a police officer, what's commonly called a civil standby, to pick up your personal effects. I got to find an alternative residence. You're not to initiate contact with alleged victim or victims. You can't possess any weapons. All right. If you are able to post your bond, you'll have an ankle bracelet on electronic monitoring. With a curfew, you only could leave home during hours approved by by pretrial services, and the officer will give you a packet to explain that. On top of that, there'll be a security appearance bond set in the amount of $10,000. Security appearance bond. Step to your left, please.
Thank you.
Ricardo Perez Lazoya.
Hi, my name is Ricardo Perez. My birthday is July 21st, 1991.
Okay, so you got two matters before me. One is a probation violation, CR 2024-118286. You're on probation for a Class 6 felony. I guess possession of drug paraphernalia. You'll be at 201 West Jefferson for a probation revocation arraignment hearing on February 3rd at 8:30. I'm appointing a lawyer for you in this and on your new case, by the way. You're alleged to have violated term number 1, which means not being a law-abiding citizen. Bond is set in the amount of $500, security appearance bond. If you get out, contact your probation officer in 72 hours. No, you can't possess or consume any alcohol, no drugs with a valid prescription, and no weapons. Bond on this one is set in the amount of $500. Now, in regard to your new case, I said appoint a lawyer for you. You're charged with 3 counts of burglary in the 3rd degree, Class 4 felonies. And I should also see, you got a warrant out of Gilbert on a traffic charge. I don't know this, and so you'll be probably going out to Gilbert tomorrow morning. Oh, you have a bond. He's already been to Gilbert Court, or is that just a bond that was set? So it'll be probably going tomorrow morning then to Gilbert.
Yeah, it shows he has a warrant for $300 bond.
It's a warrant was set. I'm saying I have, but it's probably going out to the Gilbert Court tomorrow morning. That's my guess. Okay.
So I won't be getting released today?
What? No. Well, one thing I already told you, I'm saying bonds, but you also have a hold out of Gilbert. Okay, and I'm appointing a lawyer for you. You'll have your status conference January 31st at 8:30, and a witness preliminary hearing at this time is scheduled for February 4th, 175 West Madison Street in Phoenix. You can't return to the scene of the alleged crime, cannot initiate contact with any alleged complainants or witnesses, no alcohol, and obviously if you get out, contact your probation officer within 72 hours. Bond in this one is set in a security appearance bond of $3,600. Step to your left, please. Mario Michel.
Mario Mitchell.
I'm sorry.
1/19/1987.
Okay. So you're charged with one count of burglary in the 3rd degree. I'm appointing a lawyer for you. You'll have your next court dates at 175 West Madison Street at 8:30 in the morning. Your status conference on January 31st, and a witness preliminary hearing is scheduled for February 4th. You're not to return to the scene of the alleged crime, have any contact with any alleged victim or victims. Bond is set in the amount of $3,500 security appearance bond. Step to your left, please. Fayrica Smith.
Hi.
Your name and date of birth, please.
Federica Smith, 10/16/83.
10/16?
10/16/83.
Okay. All right. You are charged with theft, Class 6 felony, appointing a lawyer for you. Your next court dates will be at 175 West Madison Street, both are 8:30. Status conference on January 31st, and at this time a witness preliminary hearing on February 4th. You can't return to the scene of alleged crime or crimes, and you cannot initiate contact with any alleged complainant or witness. All right, and bond is set, a security appearance bond of $3,000. Step to your left, please. Charlotte Hill. Your name and date of birth.
Charlotte Hill, November 1st, 1986.
You're here on 3 different probation violation warrants. I'm appointing a lawyer for you on each one. You can have the same court date for each one. If you get out, contact your probation officer within 72 hours release. Obviously, no alcohol consumption or possession, no weapons and no drugs without a valid prescription. Let's deal with 2019-144541. You're in a, that's, let's see. You're on probation for possession of drug paraphernalia. I know you're in intensive probation. Your court dates for all these will be on February 3rd at 8:30 at 201 West Jefferson. On this one, you're alleged to have violated Term 5, and your judge set bond amount of $250 security appearance bond. In 2021-137769, and your other probation violation warrant alleged you have violated Terms 3 and 5. And this one, you're on probation for possession of drug paraphernalia again. And by the way, you have to get out. If you get out, contact your probation officer. I have to amend this, by the way. Within 24 hours of any release. And same conditions, same court dates. Bond was set in the amount of $250 for that. So you have to contact your probation officer within 24 hours, made that change. And so in 2019-147783, looks like you're on probation for, well, the other one is, I'm sorry, let's start with 2021-137769. All right, you're on probation for resisting arrest. Okay, and in CR 2019-147783, you're on probation for attempted burglary and third. So that first one, that your judge set bond the amount of $1,500, and in regard to 2021-137769, bond was set in the amount of $500. So the total bond is $2,250 security appearance bond. If you get out, make sure you contact your probation officer in 24 hours and also make it to court. All right, step to your left, please. What?
Can you sign number 20?
It never fails how there's always one that doesn't get signed. Okay? Work?
Yeah.
Okay. Ron Rodriguez? Your name and date of birth, please.
Ryan Rodriguez, 7/23/92.
You're here on two matters, a probation violation matter and a new case. On the probation matter, which is 2022-143135, looks like I appoint a lawyer for you. You're on a Class 4 felony. Your court date, you'll have your arraignment, probation revocation arraignment on February 3rd at 8:30 in the morning at 201 West Jefferson. You're alleged to have violated terms 3, 4, 5, 15. To get out, contact your probation officer. You're not on intensive probation, are you?
I was originally at first.
Let me see what, I just want to double check that. Yeah. So you have to get out, contact your probation officer within 24 hours of release. No weapons, no alcohol, no drugs without a valid prescription, and your judge set bond amount of $250. And then on your new case, see, you're charged with 2 Class 4s, possession of dangerous drugs, possession of narcotic drugs, Class 6 felony of possessed drug paraphernalia, and 1 Class 1 misdemeanor, false reporting to law enforcement. I appoint a lawyer for you. This one, initially you have two different courtrooms and then two different lawyers, but they'll probably be worked into one. You'll be at 175 West Madison Street on January 31st at 8:30, and a witness preliminary hearing on February 4th, also at 8:30. Same release conditions. Bond is a security appearance bond of $1,000. Step to your left, please. All right, Araceli Vieira. Your name and date of birth, please.
Araceli Vera, June 12, 1983.
All right, you're in a probation violation. I guess you're on probation for an aggravated DUI. You're alleged to have violated terms 3, 5, and 15. So I appointed the lawyer for you. You'll have your revocation arraignment hearing on February 3rd at 8:30 at 201 West Jefferson. No alcohol, no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription. If you get out, contact your probation officer within 72 hours. And another judge set bond for you in the amount of $1,000 security appearance bond. Step to your left, please. Xavier Hernandez.
Hello, Your Honor.
Your name and date of birth, please.
Xavier Pope Hernandez, 10/27/1981.
Okay, sir, I'm appointing a lawyer for you, and you're charged with criminal trespass on a critical public service facility, Class 5 felony, and criminal damage, Class 5 felony. Your next court date will be at 175 West Madison Street at 8:30 on January 31st, and a witness preliminary hearing at this point scheduled for February 4th. You're not to return to the scene of the alleged crime or initiate contact with the alleged complainant or witness. No weapons, and no drugs without a valid prescription. I will tell you this, sir. The prosecutors were asking for me to set a bond of $10,000. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to set a security appearance bond of $500. So if you post your bond, make sure you show up. Yes, you could lose that bond and a warrant could issue. All right, step to your left, please. Austin Fletcher.
Austin Fletcher, March 30th, 1997.
Okay, sir. You got two probation violations. I'm appointing a lawyer for you on both, and the court dates will be the same. Okay, you're in probation for CR 2022-147962 and CR 2021-006653. And get out, contact your probation officer within 72 hours of release. Give me a second. And no alcohol, no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription. Your court date will be February 3rd at 8:30 at 201 West Jefferson. On each one, there'll be a security appearance bond of $50, total of $100 security appearance bond. So if you get out, make sure you contact your probation officer and show up for court.
Thank you.
To your left. Okay, Alex Vera Mendoza.
Alex Vera Mendoza, May 28, 2005.
Okay. So first of all, I'm appointing a lawyer for you also. You are charged with the following things: 2 Class 4 felonies, possession or use of a weapon in a drug offense, possession of dangerous drugs, then Class 1 misdemeanor, failing to admit you are carrying a deadly weapon, and Class 3 misdemeanor, carrying a deadly weapon being under the age of 21. In regard to one of the Class 4s, possession or use of a weapon in a drug offense, at this time I don't have enough information to find probable cause. Doesn't mean you won't be charged with it, but right now I'm not considering it, okay? So, you'll be at 175 West Madison Street on February 10th at 8:30, and a witness preliminary hearing on February 13th at 8:30. That's at 175 West Madison. Don't mess up. Make sure you show up for court. Now, you're going to be getting out, but I'm going to release you to pretrial services and with an ankle monitor. And so, basically what they're going to do, you cannot leave your home except during the hours approved by the pretrial services people. And if you take off the thing, that's a felony. All right? The officer will give you a packet so you can familiarize with your responsibilities, sir. Okay?
So, am I gonna go on ankle bracelet?
Yeah,
I have a question. So, I work all the way to Tempe I have to wake up basically like at 3, I leave my house at 4?
that's what you gotta talk to pretrial services people,
Okay,
okay?
alright,
That's why you better read that.
alright, thank you.
Mila Dorog Todorovich, Jr. Yes. So your name and date of birth, please.
Mail Director Dorovich, 03/24/1978.
Okay. Has he gone to Phoenix Court yet?
Yes.
Or has, and what they do?
It's a TS, so that's
What?
TS, I guess, time served.
Oh, TS, yeah, time served, okay. Thank you. All right, Mr. Todorovich, you're charged with possession of narcotic drugs, class 4 felony, possession of drug paraphernalia, class 6 felony. You'll be at 175 West Madison Street on February 10th at 8:30 for a status conference. You'll have a witness preliminary hearing on February 13th at 8:30. No drugs without a valid prescription. You're going to get a packet from one of the officers. Make sure you read it because I'm going to release you to pretrial services with drug testing. So you make sure you comply with them. You have to contact them. You have to make sure you're getting your drug testing, or else there'll be a warrant and you're back here. You understand?
Yes.
Okay, step to your left, please. Ryan Silver? Your name and date of birth.
Ryan Silver, January 1st, 1980, Your Honor.
Sir, you're charged with possession of dangerous drugs, class 4 felony, possession of drug paraphernalia, class 6. I'm appointing a lawyer for you. You'll be at 175 West Madison at 8:30 for your next court dates. Status conference on February 10th, and a witness preliminary hearing is scheduled for February 13th. Remember, no drugs without a valid prescription. Same thing, you're getting a packet from one of the officers. Read carefully, because I'm releasing the pretrial services, okay? And so you're going to have drug testing. So if you don't contact them, if you don't do what you're supposed to do, including drug testing, there'll be a warrant for you.
Okay, can I ask one question?
Sure.
If I, leave here and go into treatment tomorrow?
Talk to pretrial services.
Okay.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. It's not a bad thing. I'm just saying, make sure they know what's going on, okay? That might change how they work your case, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Okay, but that's their decision. They'll be monitoring you,
Okay.
okay?
Thank you.
But it'll take a few hours for you to get out, though, sir. Sir, it'll take you a few hours before they process you and you're getting out, though.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're getting out, well, probably early morning hours,
that's fine.
or, yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
okay. Marcus Davis?
Marcus Davis, 03/28/93.
Okay, sir, you're also charged with possession of narcotic drugs, class 4 felony, possession of drug paraphernalia, class 6 felony. I'm also appointing a lawyer for you. You'll be at 175 West Madison Street for a status conference February 10th at 8:30. Witness preliminary hearing on February 13th at 8:30. No drugs without a valid prescription. Likewise, I'll be releasing you to pretrial services. Read your packet because you have to have drug testing, and make sure you're compliant with pretrial services. Okay? So you'll be getting out in a few hours. Okay?
Thank you.
Show some, well,
Yeah.
give me 1 second here.
Yeah, okay.
All right, Zeta Ojeda? All right, your name and date of birth, please.
Zaida Ojeda, March 29th, 1982.
All right, you're charged with unlawful means of transportation as a passenger, class 6 felony. I appoint a lawyer for you. Your next court date will be at 175 West Madison Street, 8:30 for status conference on January 31st. You'll also have a witness preliminary hearing at this time scheduled for February 4th at 8:30. You're not to initiate contact with the alleged victim or complainant. And bond is set in the amount of $3,000 security appearance bond. Step to your left, please. Before I go on the record about the house calls, we have Mr. Martin. You must well take everyone else out because he's a fugitive of justice. It takes a whole bunch of time to do that. Okay, Mr. Martin?
Yes, sir. How you doing, Your Honor?
Okay. We weren't picking you calling you last, just takes a lot more time to do a fugitive justice case.
Yes, sir.
I have to go through a lot of stuff, so I don't want these people have to just sit here while we go through all this.
Yes, sir. How you doing this afternoon?
Okay,
sir?
let's go with this. Yours is a little bit more involved, okay?
Can we do an identity check as well?
What?
Can we do an identity check as well, sir?
You don't think it's you?
No, sir. It's not me at all.
Okay, this is what we're gonna have to find out. Let me see something.
Your Honor, we have local personality.
We do?
Yes.
Okay, sit down for a second.
Yes, sir.
Can take. Who's that, by the way?
Silva? Ron Silva?
That's supposed to be a house call.
No.
Oh, it's interpreter. That's
Yeah,
right.
interpreter.
I'm sorry. Why would you?
Are we doing the interpreter?
Yeah, let's do the interpreter matter first.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Thank you for reminding me.
No problem.
Senor?
Hi.
No. Senor, su nombre?
Juan Carlos Silva?
Juan Carlos Silva?
Sí.
Okay, okay.
I speak English.
Oh,
Yeah.
You said you guys speak English?
Yeah, but
do you need it?
I
Do you
speak
need-
English.
Do you need an interpreter?
No, that's fine.
Sure?
Sure.
Okay.
Sorry.
It says he speaks English. Okay. You already told me you want Silva. What's your date of birth, please?
January 18, 1991.
But is your first language Spanish?
Yeah.
But you're able to speak English without any difficulty?
Yeah, but I understand English.
No, but there'll be a lot of legal terms. So the question is, wouldn't you feel better if you were able to understand everything, if you had an interpreter?
I understand, you know.
No, I want you to understand everything.
But, you know.
There's no big thing. We'll just get someone on the line, and
Yeah.
in the future, you'll have an interpreter with you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's try again. But please wait for when the interpreter speaks.
Okay.
Don't try to do it in English.
No problem.
But I will appoint the Office of the Court Interpreter for you. On that FOJ, we may have to talk a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. And do you know his FBI number? Can you look it up? Because we're going to need to know that. And I'll have to look at the warrant, see if it has it. Yeah, so that's one they're going to have to go. Okay, will the interpreter please identify him or herself, please?
Will do, sir. My name is Carlos, ID 111261.
Okay, good evening or good afternoon. We have a gentleman in front of me who speaks English, but we need to, we're appointing a Spanish interpreter to make sure he understands everything, okay? So I've instructed him not to speak until he hears your interpretation. Okay, sir, your date of birth, please.
Señor, yo soy su intérprete y le ayudaré en la conversación. Dígame su fecha de nacimiento, por favor.
18 de enero del 1991.
Interpreter will confirm. Me dijo enero 18 del 91.
Sí.
January 18, 1991.
Okay, sir, you're here before this court on 2 probation violation warrants.
Bien, se encuentra usted acá ante el tribunal por 2 violaciones de libertad con condiciones.
Okay.
In CR 2022-144625, you are charged with, you're on probation for organized retail theft.
Perdón, un momento. I'm sorry, Your Honor. There's a lot of echo. I couldn't get that. Can you repeat that, please?
Did you want to repeat the number or the charge? I'll just repeat it again.
From the beginning, so
Sir.
number included?
Yeah. Oh, the number is good? Okay. You are on probation for CR. Okay. You are on probation for organized retail theft.
I'm sorry, that was organized, reach out.
Retail theft.
Retail, thank you. Bien, señor,
Yes.
el día de hoy se encuentra usted justamente para empezar con un cargo de robo organizado de productos al detalle.
On your other probation warrant, you are on probation for possession of a narcotic drug.
Y en la otra orden de captura que estaba usted con libertad bajo vigilancia sería por posesión de drogas narcóticas.
In both of these matters, you're alleged to have violated terms 3 and 5.
En ambos asuntos se alega que usted ha violado los términos tercero y quinto.
If you are able to be released, you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours of release.
Si usted pudiera ser liberado, tenía que haber contactado al oficial de libertad con condiciones a 72 horas máximo de su liberación.
You cannot possess any weapons.
No puede usted tener en su poder ninguna arma.
You cannot possess or consume any alcohol.
No puede usted tener en su poder ni consumir ninguna forma de alcohol.
You cannot possess any drugs without a valid prescription.
No puede usted tener en su poder ninguna droga sin una receta requerida.
In regard to the theft charge, you cannot return to the scene of that original crime or have any contact with any of those alleged complainants or witnesses.
Ahora, en lo que concierne al cargo de robo, no puede usted dirigirse o llegar cerca del lugar original de donde se imputa el delito, ni tener contacto con ninguna de las personas que sean las que se alegan son las víctimas o con ninguno de los testigos.
Okay. In regard to the total bond for both cases is $400 secured appearance bond.
Y con respecto a la fianza con garantía sería de $400 con una garantía de comparecencia.
Okay? Sir, thank you very much for your assistance this evening. All right? Take care.
Thank you for using our services. Have a good evening. Buenas noches, señor. Gracias.
Okay. I'll tell you what, let's get the reasons for the house calls before we talk to Mr. Martin. Sir, I'm just trying, we have some other matters to take care of first. All right? All right, let's start with Jeffrey Shagrood. Let's see here. What is the reason why he wasn't brought here?
UCS.
What?
UCS. UCS? That's what they said. Why
What does that mean?
Unable to function.
Unable. UCS?
T.
UCF, unable to,
UCF.
oh, UCF, but what's C for? Oh,
E.
oh, E. Okay. All right, he's here on probation violation, is alleged to have violated terms 3, 5, and 15. His court appoint a lawyer for him. Next court, his revocation arraignment hearing will be February 3rd at 8:30. No alcohol, no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription. Must contact his probation officer in 24 hours to release. I'm appointing a lawyer for him. His court date is 2/3 at 8:30 at 201 West Jefferson, revocation arraignment hearing. Then we got Antonio Vega. And let's see what's his situation.
What? What is that?
He's in medical isolation because of a dog bite, so apparently that's the reason why he wasn't brought out. He's got two matters. One is 2025-104-039. He's charged with burglary in 3rd degree. Oh, he was hit by the canine, police canine. Burglary in the 3rd degree, class 4 felony. Criminal damage, class 4 felony, it says here. Appoint a lawyer for him. His next court dates will be at 175 West Madison Street, status conference, January 31st to 8:30. Witness preliminary hearing on February 4th. Can't return to the scene of the alleged crime. Can't initiate contact with alleged complainant or witness. And if he gets out, he's got to contact his probation officer in 72 hours release. Bond is set in the amount of $5,000, secured appearance bond. Then we have 2024-155-331, probation violation on a class 1 misdemeanor. And if I'm not mistaken, he just got placed on probation January 17th. Could be wrong, if I remember correctly. It's a class 1 misdemeanor, alleged to violate term 1. There'll be a 201 West Jefferson for a probation revocation arraignment hearing, February 3rd at 8:30. Appointing a lawyer for him. That's term 1 is alleged violation. If it gets out, contacts the probation officer in 72 hours, and bond is set in the amount of $50 on that one. Then we've, just for the record, Alicia Villalobos, CR 2023-153961, CR 2022-107-361. I have not received any requests for an extraordinary circumstances why she was not seen earlier. The only information that I was given is that she was in the Tempe Municipal Court at the time the 24 hours ran out at 9 o'clock in the morning. So I know action both of them, and so she should be released. Okay. Now, let's deal with Mr. Martin. Okay.
Here's the FBI number that you requested.
Oh, this is on, oh, thanks very much. Now, this is the number on the warrant or the,
That was the FBI number
for which thing?
that this officer.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Martin, come on forward. Okay, let's look at the warrant there. Sir, once again, give me your name and date of birth, please.
Joseph Martin, 020586.
Okay. I'm gonna see if I can sort of resolve this now, or else I might have to put you for my next calendar. Okay.
Hey, can I say something?
Oh, one second, no. You want me to try to look it out? First of all, sir, what's your date of birth?
0205-1986.
Okay. Oh, okay. Sir, you're here with the total of 3 matters. Let me go through everything first, okay? Let's do the Justice Court matters that are local here. Well, in TR 2019-145179, you have a warrant of the Arcadia Biltmore Justice Court on driving a license suspended, Class 1 misdemeanor. And I will tell you this, the warrant was issued in September of 2022. So bond was set in the amount of $582, a security appearance bond. The next court date on that one is January 29th at 8:30 at the Biltmore Justice Court. Okay? And then you have a warrant out of El Centro Justice Court, and the address will be on both driving a license suspended and failure to appear. And that original offense date was, this warrant was in July 26, 2021. So these are oldies. And your arraignment hearing there will be on January 28th at 8:30. Bond was set bond, even though they went to $750, I made it $50. So now let's talk about the the fugitive justice case. Now, sir, give me a second. According to the information I have, there's a warrant for you, an extradition warrant, and they want you from the state of Texas, Harris County, okay? And you're saying it's not you?
No, sir, I haven't even been there. I wasn't arrested. I wasn't approached by police.
Why was that?
I wasn't arrested. I wasn't approached by police. I never got fingerprinted. I never even got a contact. I never got notice or anything.
Okay, you're not saying it's not you, though.
No, it's not me. And I don't. And I also have an identity. I also have an identity theft report on my credit report right now as well.
Okay, what is the issue? Because right now, the date of birth we had on that warrant is the same as yours, and the FBI number on the warrant is the same as they have here in the jail.
Sir, it's not. Sir, it's not me, sir. It's not me, sir. I never got fingerprinted by a courts. I never went to a judge.
I'm just telling you, right now, that's why I
Yes,
was
sir.
checking to see if the FBI numbers were the same.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
gonna reset it to the, 8 o'clock calendar, and I'll do some research, but, we're only resetting the FOJ, Fugitive Justice Matter, not the other two matters. I said bonds in regard to that,
Yes, sir.
okay? See what I can find out in regard to it, all right? Thank you. I may need someone's assistance. Is the sergeant around who I can talk to, or anybody?
You want them now?
Yeah, I'm gonna have, while you're still here, if you can, Sergeant, come on down here. Because it might require a sergeant to get what I'm hoping for, you know.
Yes, Your Honor, I was never.
Hold on a second.
How you doing, Your Honor?
Oh, I don't know if you can help me or not. Okay, this gentleman has been arrested with a couple of Justice Court matters with FOJ, okay? Date of birth is the same, and he says it wasn't him, okay? I'm looking at the, from your records, you have an FBI number of 924-172-DD7. Now, I'm looking at the warrant, record use only, that was placed there. Oh, that's with the Sheriff's Department. Okay. Maricopa County sent that number, FBI number 924-172-DD7. Okay, and they confirmed it, but in their confirmation, I don't see any FBI number. Is it possible to get a photograph from them? From Harris County, Texas?
We would have to go through our OIC.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I asked for, I figured it would have to go from your level too.
I don't see why we wouldn't be able to. I don't know how long that would take, but I would definitely.
Okay, so I'll put on my, if I put on the 8 o'clock.
SID numbers, any
What?
numbers on there?
Well, on their warrant, their confirmation I can't see a FBI number, but the number that you have here is the one that's on the notification.
Well, what I'll do before I do that,
What?
I'll also check the hit itself, the confirmation, and see if there's a fingerprint, not an FBI number, an actual fingerprint.
There's an FBI number, is the fingerprint, also the fingerprint number, isn't it?
No, it's a SID number, SID number.
Oh, SID, okay.
So if that matches, obviously we can't fake.
You can't what?
We can't fake fingerprints, you know, so I'll go do that. Do you
But
need it?
I'll put it on my 8 o'clock calendar, so that'll be great. So, sir, if it's not you, I'll take the appropriate action. But if it is you, obviously, we'll go through this thing, but.
So we just bring it straight back, come back and get it to you straight, or?
You can do that so I can look, we can discuss it, but I'll put them on the 8 o'clock calendar, because I'm doing the 8 o'clock calendar also.
That should be plenty of time.
Very good. Thanks very much. Okay.
Yes, sir.
We'll hold off on that. So, we did everything else, and now I just have to do the house calls. So if you want to take him back and someone can escort me there, yeah.
So the paperwork's still good for the other charges?
Well, don't do anything, give him just the paperwork for the two justice courts where I said bond. Hold on to the, but don't do anything in regards to FOJ right now. Of course, there shouldn't be any paperwork, because I didn't fill out any paperwork. So, okay. Now what's your question?
Yes, sir.
That's it? Okay. Because I had to wait to see if it was going to be a waiver of extradition or not. Okay?
Go back.
Removing him to the 8th, Commissioner?
What?
Removing him to the 8th?
Just for the FOJ. Okay, we're off the record?
You did the house call already.
What?
You did the house call already, correct?
Yeah, I have to do the house calls, yeah. Okay. Well, let's go off the record first. Are we off?